Good evening. I'm Alejandra G reporting for Kids First, and today we're in the 31st annual Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival for the screening of Annabelle Hooper and the Ghosts of Nantucket. And I'm super excited, and I'm sure we'll have a great time. I'm going to interview some of the crew and cast members of this film. So come on and let's have a good time. All right.
Okay.
So how did you feel portraying Annabelle Hooper, your character?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I loved Annabelle. I had a chance to kind of fall in love with her for 4 years before we made the movie, because sometimes really good films take some time. I love the idea that she's a wonderful female character, and she's kind and she's loving, and she looks for the best in people. So it's a lot of fun to get to bring her to life and to kind of showcase the fact that being a cool girl who's nice is kind of the best way to be. And there's nothing more to that than just like a good person for other little girls and teenagers to look up to, which is fun.
Since when are you guys preparing the movie? Since how long?
Oh gosh, I had my first meeting with Paul, our director, and Amy Baker, our casting director, about 4 years ago. So 4 summers ago, and then we filmed it August of 2015. So it's been a year since we were in Nantucket filming, and now we're here, and we couldn't be more grateful.
That's great. I didn't know that you guys did it from like so long ago.
Yeah. So they had to get the funding, and originally I was just set to be Annabelle, and then once we got the funding, there were some scheduling issues, and so there was a part of me that might have not been able to go and actually film it. So they were kind enough to ask if I'd want to produce it, and I'd been waiting to produce for a really long time, and was just waiting for the right team to do it with mentors that I was comfortable with, and that would have my opinion as valid as the adults in the room, and I was very, very fortunate to be working with amazing people, and it was a no-brainer. And then the schedules cleared, and light came in, and we were able to film it and do my show at the same time, so it all worked out.
Great. And is Annabelle like you in any way? Like, does she like have something that you have in your personality?
I'd like to think that I always want to like be the best person that I can be for others. I have this constant fear of like disappointing people, and I think that Annabelle has that too. I think she just wants to like be there for her friends and be there for her family and be as present as possible, no matter what kind of life throws at her. So I'd like to think that all the good qualities of Annabelle I try and have inside, and being kind to people, and she inspires me, which is really fun to get to play as an actor when you leave a character and you want to take parts of them with you.
Great. Well, I love the movie. I really liked it. I
love you.
Yeah. And what's your favorite part about the movie?
My favorite part? Oh gosh, I love the fact that there's something for everybody. I'm constantly looking for projects that will kind of appeal to the whole family, to the moms and the dads and the grandparents and the little cousins and the babies and the little toddlers. And I feel like our film delivers it for the entire family. It's something that they can all watch together. The parents can laugh and they'll get the adult humor. The kids can laugh as well. And there's moments where you'll cry. And really at the end of the film, it really tugs on your heartstrings and it makes you think. So I love the fact that it's constantly showing wonderful, real human emotions. And I couldn't be prouder, I think, at the end of the day, to have made a family film with people that I'm now very grateful to get to call my family.
So what was your favorite part about the movie?
My favorite part about the movie? Gosh, I mean, that's so hard. Just filming the whole entire thing and being able to work with Bailey again. We worked on Parental Guidance about 4 years ago. So being able to work with her again on set was just amazing. And the whole cast and the whole crew, everyone was just so much fun to work with, and we're like a family now, so it's really fun.
So you guys have a good relationship, like between behind the cameras?
Yeah, behind the cameras. I mean, we've been close friends for about 4 years since Parental Guidance, and you know, it's just great being able to work with her again. You're killing it. You killed it.
So amazing.
As you can see, we're still very good friends, and it's.
I can see that you guys have like a great bond between each other.
Yeah, so it's fun.
Yeah. So do you have like your character Billy? Does he have like something that you have in your personality?
Well, Billy's in the movie, he's a little shy, doesn't say much, but it's kind of like me in a way. I feel like Billy was what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, he was a little bit shy, like he didn't share much. I saw that.
No, but towards the end of the movie, he opens up, and then you really see his personality and what's actually going on, so I think that's very cool.
Exactly. And what did you think about the movie? Do you because you knew it from like 4 years ago, right? So what did you think about it when they first introduced it to you?
Well, when they first introduced it to me, I thought it was a great idea, you know, because it's the first like kids movie that's non-animated, and there's no curse words, there's nothing bad in it. So I think it's going to do very, very well, and I was really excited.
Great. And I don't know, what do you think about it? I mean, about your character. Did you feel comfortable like portraying it?
Yeah. Well, actually playing Billy, I thought it was just such a cool role because, well, I don't know how much I can say because if I say certain things, it's going to give up my character.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was very cool being able to play Billy, and I was really happy with it.
So, where did you get the inspiration to do this movie?
The inspiration for Annabelle Hooper, I actually grew up vacationing on Nantucket Island where we shot this, and I did. And I'm from the Boston area, which is right where Nantucket is. And so I grew up when I was young in the 70s and 80s watching movies on Nantucket every year, and that's where my love of the movies first came from. So I've directed television for many, many years, but for my first feature film, I really wanted it to be set there because that was a place that's near and dear to my heart.
Yes, because it's from where you come from, right? That's cool. And what's the message that you want the audience to get from this film?
You know, it's a message that love triumphs, love conquers all, and to be inspired to do things in your life that, really mean something to you, mean something to others. I think Annabelle is a very, a character that a lot of younger kids especially can relate to and look up to. She doesn't always have all the answers, but she's extremely smart and very driven and empowering especially as well. And I think, those are good messages, especially in this day and age.
Yes, I can relate to her sometimes when I'm in a bad situation, and I can relate to her. Yeah. And behind the scenes, behind the cameras, like the relationship with the cast members and the crew members, was it good? How did you guys treat each other?
The movie we had a very short time to make the movie, very short. And so, yes, so when you're doing something that quickly, you have no choice but to all be on the same team and work together. But the second this cast got together, it was just like magic. I mean, the chemistry was truly amazing, and some of them knew each other, but many of them did not, and they certainly had never been in the same cast before. And so it was just great to see everybody kind of come together, and, a lot of people say that it's a cliche, we became a family. We really did become a family. If we weren't all on the same page doing this with our hearts and everything, it never would have gotten made, and it certainly wouldn't have come out as well as it did. So,
Yes, some of them told me that they know each other from other projects and from a long time ago. Yeah, and so you're the director. From the point of view of the director, do you want to point out something about the movie that maybe the audience can see very clearly, or something that you want to point out that makes the movie stand out?
Mm-hmm. I think the movie when you watch it more than once, it's you get more from it each time. The locations that we shot on were so beautiful and so amazing, and the island itself is very much a character in the film. There's a lot of little nuances in there too. There are certainly some homages to movies that I grew up watching in there, little lines here and there, certain shots and things like that are kind of my way of paying respect to directors who I admire and grew up watching their films.
Yes. I've seen some of your projects, some of your films, and I can see that your little touch, I can see that you directed this movie, because it has the little touch that every director has. Yeah, and what did you feel when you saw it for the first time? What did you feel when you saw it? Did you feel a little bit proud? I don't know.
Absolutely. I mean, when you watch something like that, as a director, you look at it, and sometimes you can be somewhat critical. You look and say, oh, I wish I had more time to do that shot. I wish I had done that differently. But you forget all about that, and you forget all about the crazy hours and the months and years that you worked on it to bring it to that level as soon as you see an audience react to it. So when you're in there, and even when I'm in the screenings, I typically don't watch the movie as much. I'm looking around. I'm looking at what the crowd is doing. I want to see them react. I want to see them laugh. I want to see them cry in the case of ours at the end, or get emotion, touch those heartstrings, jump when they're supposed to. It's a scary thing. So, and there's just nothing to substitute, the light from the projector of a movie shining on the lights of the audience's faces, and it's your movie. That's very heartwarming.
So, how did you feel about portraying your character?
Oh, it was so fun. That character she's just like a fairy, and she had pink hair. My absolute favorite. I've been begging my mom to let me actually dye my hair because unfortunately it was a wig. But the front of it was my real hair.
Really?
Yeah, so they dyed my real hair, they bleached it and then put pink in it. This whole section was white with pink. And then for the next few months, I had this when I went to school. My yearbook picture is me with white hair in front, yes. But I love the character. She's just a bubbly, like, ray of sunshine. It was so much fun.
All right. And how did your mom played in the movie too? So how was it like being in a movie with your mom? I mean,
We've actually done a few things together already, but we've got chemistry. We've been working on playing mother-daughter for 16 years. It was so much fun because I got to, work with her when we were at home so we could get it good for the movie and everything. It was so much fun. Couldn't ask for a better.
yeah, because I saw you guys were like mother and daughter. I was like, oh, how was it like to like play with your mom?
Yeah.
And your character, does the character have something like from your personality, or did you add something to it, or?
Yeah, the character is very much my personality. She's very energetic. She's just full of life and always like whimsical, like a fairy. And yeah, we are very similar. Yes, only the hair.
Great. And what was your favorite part about the movie? Your favorite part?
My favorite part. I know. I love everything. I loved working with everybody at the house because the house that they shot at, that's like me and my family's vacation house. So when we were there, it was like I was there when they were filming everything, and it was so much fun. And I just loved working with everybody. And I mean, they say it's like a family all the time, but it's true. Like everybody became a family throughout even the 2 weeks. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, and I can see that like from all the characters, I can see that you guys have like a very special bond like behind cameras, not only like in the movie but behind cameras. So how was it like working with them? Because you guys have like a good bond.
I really couldn't ask for a better cast. Every single person in the cast is just amazing, and I didn't even end up working with some of the people. I didn't even, even if I didn't have scenes with them, still like spending that time together. They couldn't ask for a better cast. They're amazing.
My first time seeing it on the big screen. So
Really?
Yeah.
How did you feel about it? Was it your first time? Like really?
I've seen it on a television, but that's it. So I'd never got to see it on the movie screen. So it was great. I cried. I cried. I can't. That relationship between Annabelle and her dad. Because I lost my father when I was really young, so there's something really like that just gets me, like in that last like 10 minutes of the movie, yeah. So I loved it. Did you like it?
I loved it. I really did. I watched it with my mom, and I really loved it. Where's your partner, though?
I know he's off. He's in St. Louis right now doing a show. We do a lot of theater, he and I both. So I missed the first screening in Nantucket, and he was there, and then he missed this one. So,
Right.
But he's great.
How did you feel being the part of the bad character of the movie, the bad person in the movie?
Oh, the bad guy.
Fun?
It is. It's always fun to be the bad guy. I tend to play the bad guy a lot. I don't know what it is about me that makes people think I'm so bad, but it's always. I think if you ask any actor, it's really fun to be the bad guy, and as long as you can play them with a little bit of a layer underneath that makes them sort of vulnerable and makes people sort of like them or laugh at them or care about them, I think it's good. Yeah.
And like I'm impressed of like how the good bonding is working with you guys like behind the cameras, not even like in the cameras but behind the cameras. So how is it like how do you have like a good relationship with them?
Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't done a lot of movies, but this one, we really do. We keep calling each other family, and I don't know if it was because we were all on an island together, and was all crammed into 14 days of shooting, and so I still. We still all talk to each other on a constant basis. We have text threads and we have Facebook groups that we talk to each other, and we all genuinely like each other, like a lot. So it's nice.
I can see that. Like I'm very impressed of like how like the good bonding between you guys.
Yeah.
And you guys filmed the movie in 14 days? Or
The whole movie. We shot the entire movie in 14 days. They did a little pre-production of exteriors and all those beautiful shots looking, up onto Nantucket, but all the acting was done in 14 days. Isn't that crazy? It should have taken 2 months, yeah.
That is crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that. But you guys knew about the project like for like a long time now, right?
Well, yeah. My best friend Mia, who plays Prentice Beetle, she knew about the project. She was cast in the movie, and she knew about the parts of Argyle and Tweed. So Kevin, who plays Argyle, the three of us are best friends. So she emailed us and said, sent us audition sides and said, put audition tapes together, and we got the parts. So it was really cool. It was very cool. So yeah.
How did you feel when they told you, oh yeah, you got the part? How did you feel?
It was really. It was
a surprise? Were you like,
It was a total surprise. Honestly, it was a total surprise because how often does that happen that you just put a tape together and you get cast in a movie with your closest friends in the world? Like that actually shouldn't happen. You know, that's like an honest miracle. And so I kind of called her and I was like, I just got this call that I got Annabelle Hooper. Is that really possible? And she was like, yeah, I've known for days. And I was like, you didn't tell me. She's like, well, you just don't know what can happen. But yeah, so it was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it doesn't happen every day when you get to play like a movie with your best friend, like how you say.
It really doesn't ever happen. I think not until you're in a position where you can cast your friends to work with you. I don't think it ever happened. So and I've gotten to watch Bianca. I've known her since she was a baby, and so it was fun for us, and it was great that Kevin and I have known each other for over 2 decades. So we didn't have to. We didn't have to work very hard we didn't have to work at all, really, at creating a camaraderie. We already knew each other, so, we could say, he'd say, you look that way, I'll look that way, and then we'll look together, and then we'll just run, and I would know what he was talking about,
It was a very special experience that we just had. I had a lot of fun talking with the crew and cast members of this film. Be sure to check out the movie Annabelle Hooper and the Ghosts of Nantucket. It's a very special mystery film. You won't be able to stop watching it. I'm Alejandra Garcia, reporting for Kids First. See you next time.